This is the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast, episode number 19, Things We're Addicted to. Welcome to the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast from Speak English with Christina. Each week, my expert teachers and I discuss a new exciting topic to give you real-world vocabulary and help you better understand real-world conversations in English. To get the transcript, vocabulary resources, and become a member of the Faster Fluency Conversation Club, go to ChristinaRebuffet.com/join Faster Fluency Conversation Club. Now, let's get into our topic for today. Hi there, everybody. This is Christina from Speak English with Christina. We're here for our Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast, and today I'm with Cara. Cara, how's it going today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So today we're going to be talking about things we're addicted to. I think this is a big problem in society today, especially with like just computers and smartphones and things like that. And I think one of the things that can get really addicting is like email, because it's on your phone, it's in your email and or on your computer and things like that. I'm just curious, do you know how many times per day you check your email?
That's a good question. Well, right now I'm trying to get it down to 3.
Yeah.
And go on it at specific times, because if I just leave it open, it's too tempting. And I turn off all the notifications and everything.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
But yeah, the best thing to do is sign out of it.
So like you actually have to go and sign in, like make the effort of signing in and remembering your password when you want to check your email.
Yeah, like I don't always do that, but even just the hassle of having to like find the icon, like because it used to be, I've got a Mac and it used to be in the bar at the top, the icon was there, or it would open when you switched it on, email would automatically open, and I turned that off.
Oh, yeah,
so I have to go in and manually do it, but it's still a struggle because obviously like it's much more fun to see if you've got a new email than to work on like a hard.
Yeah, it's true. And I think I read somewhere that, like the reason people do that constantly, just let me see if I have an email, or on Facebook, let me see if anybody's responded to my comment or if they've liked that thing I post, is actually, it is like the same part of the brain that actually does, I guess, manage like addictions to things like alcohol and drugs or whatever. And it's like literally, it's like crack for your brain. You need to get that hit. I need to have something. Yeah, the dopamine, exactly. And it's like, I think when we think of addiction, we think of like drugs or alcohol, but it can be things like, did I get an email? Let me check my email. And you can get very like cracked out, I guess, by checking email and social media and things like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to do that, like kind of the same thing as well, to really limit how many times I check my email per day, and but I'm not doing a very good job of it. But maybe I'll make that my challenge for this month. Because I like to do 30-day challenges, and maybe my 30-day challenge this month will be check email once in the morning to see if there's anything urgent.
Yeah.
And then maybe at the end of the day, so I can put it on my to-do list for the next day or something.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And I think one thing that I do that I'm trying to get out of the habit of this with checking it at specific times is like, I'll just go in and I'll open emails and look at them, but I won't do anything with them. Like I won't delete them or reply, so I'm not actually managing the inbox. I'm just kind of going in to see if I've got something new to distract me. Whereas now I'm like, okay, if I go in at this time, I go in and I actually process the email. So if I can reply, I reply. If I can delete, I delete. Yeah, then it's actually keeping on top of it.
Right. Yeah.
If you just go in and look, you're not doing anything.
It's like non-productivity,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And also I think it was, I don't know if this was something I heard on the Tim Ferriss podcast or something, but also just the fact of, I think it was maybe and think about like why you should not check your emails on the weekends. And it was saying that like just the fact of like, oh, I'm just going to go in and check and see if there's anything. But if you do see something that needs your attention, but you're like, no, I'm not going to do it right now because it's Saturday and I've promised myself I'm not going to manage emails on the weekends. But all during the weekend, your mental energy is going to be taken up by thinking, oh, I need to get that thing done. I need to respond to that email, that guy, I need to do this. And so even if you're not doing it, you're thinking about it. And again, it's just like ruining your weekend basically.
And you can get around all these things, but like if you are worried about people, you could just like have an out of office saying like, I only
Yeah.
check email at this time or on this day, or I
Yeah.
won't be checking it at the weekend, and then you won't feel bad. Like, people will know.
Yeah,
Um,
they don't expect an immediate response. Or I guess if you, depending on what your job or your industry is, if you do actually have emergencies, to actually put in place like a protocol of,
People
if
can
it's an
phone you
emergency,
or
call
something.
me, because I would imagine someone who would have an emergency would already have your phone number.
Exactly, yeah, which you shouldn't be giving out to
Right. Yeah.
anybody.
Just who
Yeah.
sends you an email. Yeah. That, or, just have some, like, you can contact this person.
Ah, yeah, yeah, true,
And
true.
of course, maybe check with that person that they're actually okay. Because if your like assistant or your colleague gets an email saying, I got this urgent email at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. They told me that you said to contact me. That could
Yeah,
maybe damage your working relationships. So
that might not be so good. But yeah, it's amazing what suddenly doesn't become an emergency when people realize you're not available.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, they're like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, it can wait.
It can wait a day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Very interesting. Yeah. It's a very interesting topic. Thanks a lot for sharing your, I guess, your tips on that, Cara. Very good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for listening to the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast. And remember, if you want the transcript of this conversation, vocabulary resources, and to become confident and fluent faster by actually speaking in English about these topics, go to ChristinaRebuffet.com/join Faster Fluency Conversation Club and join the club. Thanks for learning with Speak English with Christina, and we'll see you next time.